Hi.
Hi and bye. See you guys.
We're kind of hopping in a bit early today, just a minute. So we're gonna wait for everyone to trickle in.
We're like a hot second early,
Mm-hmm.
about a minute.
About a minute.
About a minute. How you guys doing?
Hope you're doing well.
Ugh.
Today already has been such a fun day. A lot of things getting started. I was in women's prayer today, which was fire, praying over the city, the nation, our pastors, the young generation. So that really kicks us off.
And your boy?
And
You were praying over me, right?
yes, yes, always, always, yes.
Or
Well,
were
that was corporate prayer, but then after that we did personal prayer. And yes, you're in my prayers as always. This is a reminder. Make sure you always pray for your significant other. You don't know the battles that they go behind the scenes.
mm-hmm.
And then you already did your podcast, so not a shameless plug because there's nothing shameful about that. If it's helpful,
The
it's
badass
helpful.
podcast.
It is such an amazing podcast. We hit 1.5% globally for our podcast. We've been doing it for 6+ years, not 7 years, 8 years,
8 years.
8 years. Oh my gosh.
8 years,
We're
400 and almost 50 episodes, I think, maybe over that.
yes,
Pretty wild. So
very wild. And to share like this is who you want to be listening to, somebody who's consistent and we've done it consistently, whether we're traveling, rain or shine. We are
never
there.
miss a Monday.
Yeah,
Never miss a Monday. So
Money Monday.
what you guys can do is if you're not subscribed yet, go wherever you listen to your podcast episodes, hit that subscribe button to
Mhm.
Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast. That's Ready, Set, Go REI Podcast. You'll
Mhm.
get the newest notifications every single Monday. And then after listening to a few of those episodes, leave a 5-star review to let us know that we are doing what we are doing. It's all geared towards educating you on um, educating, motivating, and preparing you to jump into real estate or start and grow that business.
Mhm.
And again, if you're looking for funding, that's what we do. We talk about funding a lot. Speaking of which, we have the 0% Capital Boot Camp
Woo.
starting tomorrow.
Mañana.
Tomorrow. So we're stoked for that. That's going to be awesome. We're going to be helping out a lot of people. Yeah, just pumped for it.
Yeah, so it's a 0% capital boot camp where we condense it in 3 days to gather everything that has helped us get this far that you've probably seen through Instagram, you've heard us on interviews, and so we condense it to 3 days. And don't let the 3 days fool you virtually. Um, we put on an event as if it's in person, and we
Yeah.
have done those too. And so it requires a lot of time, a lot of resources, and just intentionality. We like to be intentional with everything that we do, whether it's in business and life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are excited. If you already got your ticket and how you can get your ticket, we made it super simple and easy for you. And so it's gonna be, you can go on Instagram at Credit Council Elite, and it's gonna be the link in the bio.
Yeah.
If you're following Brandon, it's gonna be Brandon Elliott Investments, also link in the bio. And lastly, if you're not following your girl at Jennifer the Entrepreneur,
Your
why
girl?
not? Well,
My girl.
your friends, your
Yeah.
online friends, your online sister,
Okay.
then please go link in our bio. So just link in a bio. We made it simple for you guys. We can't wait to see you there. We're gonna be there, and we're playing full on out. If you're looking for a sign and just a way to boost up your not just your credit score, because yes, everyone wants to boost your credit score, but also your business. Take it to the next level. Don't let capital be the way. It's not in the way. It's more of a mindset thing.
Yeah.
If that's the case that you're thinking, it's not about the money. And so really ask us how we know. We've been investing in so many things. And this is actually a good leeway. So Brandon and I, this is, you already know Brandon Elliott. I am also Jennifer Elliott or Mrs. Elliott. And we've been together for 10 years. We've been doing business starting at the same time in 2015, and how we got into credit, why we even got there, why you're even listening to us, because we were able to quit our job at a very early age, that we can just focus on real estate investing. And that was because Babe raised it up. It's because of these plastic, these cards. And so we're here to share everything into anything in between credit, life, and business, and being coupled together. And how do we still stay grounded, spiritual, and still leaning on God? And so we're here. We thank you for all your questions. Um, and yeah, we're very passionate about it because it has changed our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And you may be asking, okay, well, what is it? And for me, this has everything to do with you. That's why you're still here, and that's why
Yeah.
you're still listening to us. We have people that listen to us 2, 3 years, 4 years before they jump in. Let me save you some time
Don't
and
do
some
that.
heartache. Don't do that. The time is now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And you're probably the one within your family. Let's just let's just face it. Like we're the ones within our family, and when you invest your time, energy, efforts to watching and like preparing yourself to be able to get to that next level,
Mhm.
like you're the one within your family. I can almost bet that the individuals that come around, lean on you, rely on you,
Mhm.
it's up to you at
Mhm.
the end of the day to really succeed while others are screwing around, Netflixing and chilling and doing all the other things out there.
Mhm.
It really comes down to how bad do you want it, but
Mhm.
also it is a responsibility of you putting this information on, because if it's not up to you, then who else? Like who
Mhm.
else are we going to wait for to be able to save us, right?
Mhm.
So so I'm excited to be here with you guys. I know you're excited too. We just got back from France.
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 And had a lot of fun, did a
Mhm.
lot of wild things. We
Yeah.
were mushing dogs and
Mushing dogs.
whatever that means.
Dog sledding.
Dog
Okay,
sledding.
that did not sound good.
Yeah.
Dog sledding.
It's like
No
mush,
dogs,
mush,
no
mush.
dogs were harmed in making this video and also out there.
Definitely not in this
No,
video.
definitely not in this video.
Our dog is
Yeah.
sleeping.
Brady
I
went
think.
paragliding. Oh my goodness, and he didn't know what we signed up for.
Didn't realize I'd
Amazing.
be running off a mountain.
And only with a parachute after that. It
Yeah.
was amazing. Amazing seeing him do that and just me laughing so hard because I was just like nervous about everything. I'm like, oh gosh. Then I start praying and then praying in tongues. I'm just like, oh my gosh, take care of him, please. Um,
Take him to heaven, Lord, but don't take him too far. Bring him back.
but just to share this part, it is in the French Alps. And when you hear about like how it's very close to the Swiss Alps, so they're just a mountain over, so you'll get over to Switzerland.
Yep.
And I talked with my sister about this. I don't think people understand. Like, you probably seen videos of people partying up in the snowy mountains, and that is Snowbox, and that is where um that location is at. And so it was,
Switzerland, I got lost over there too,
yeah.
and it
Oh wait, he found his way home.
yeah, I found my way home
So
somehow.
he's fine. He's
But
here.
but I did get lost for 2 hours. And they were partying pretty hard over there
Yeah.
too.
And it's not the style, like we don't
Yeah.
party like that. I mean, I used to. That was me back in the day. And
But they get
so
down.
they
They
do.
get down.
It was just interesting. But anyways, it's a very cool town, Morzine. It's a ski resort place. I'm only sharing that because if you like to travel new places, do winter activities, snowboard, ski, or even not, and just want to try the food, check out people are really nice. That is where you go.
If you want to people watch, great location for getting
Yes.
your watch on.
Yes.
We also got real estate going on.
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. We got to check out our real estate, our new ground up construction before we head
So
out.
much fun. So
It was
much
so
fun.
cool.
We've done so much real estate over the years,
So much.
and we've done all types of projects: foundations, roofs,
Nasty
doors,
ones.
floors, knocking down walls, putting new footings in, pouring concrete, landscaping, windows, bathrooms, kitchens, everything.
You name it, we've done it.
We've done it all, but ground up construction from beginning to end we haven't done. And as we are doing it, number one, it is way easier. When I say way easier, it's because you're doing it all in just sections, one at a time,
Mhm.
and it all needs to be done.
Mhm.
Instead of us doing parts or pieces and taping it all together, it's like, which we've done very good with fix and flips and other things like that for the
Mhm.
burr strategy, but this has been fun. It's been better. It's been easier. We hired on professionals that like know how to manage and hold the team accountable.
Mhm.
And it's just been awesome. And so getting to pay with credit cards, number one, too, we've been doing that. Um, and we've been getting a boatload of points. I think we got like over 600,000 points already from it.
Mhm. And what's
Um,
awesome is that that will convert into travel. And if you already
Stupid.
know, we love travel. And so,
Doing some trips next month.
yes, which we're excited about. We shared where we're going, but to be continue with where we're
Be
going
continued.
because of all the madness that's happening. But
There's madness out there, but it's okay. We'll
it's
figure it
okay.
out.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We're going somewhere.
Um, yeah, but that's so cool. It's so awesome because you don't take the time. We're, if you probably been following us for a long time or you're new here, we're very fast goers and it's always boom, boom, boom. And just even the other day, we just took the time to, wow, I can't believe that we're doing ground up construction. We used to be the ones that are driving around and look at the ground up
Yeah,
construction,
talk
especially
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially in San Diego, and be like, oh, it'd be so cool. One day we're gonna do this, and we'll look at each other like, yeah, one day we're gonna do this,
Yeah.
you know,
And
and
then we're doing it.
and it's a reality, right? And so,
Costing about $300 a square foot to build. It's worth about 900 afterwards. It's wild. It
yeah,
feels better. It's easier. It's all open, high ceilings, brand new. It's gonna be sexy. It's got rooftop decks,
mhm,
ocean views,
mhm,
bay views,
mhm.
fireworks at night. Like what? How incredible is that?
Yeah. So if you're not following us already on Instagram, so you can get the most
I
updated
think they
of
are.
like, oh yeah, they
They
are.
must be
You
fun.
get, yeah, you must be following. But yeah, we're there and we're sharing behind the scenes. Um,
Yeah,
so
check it
yeah,
out.
really
We'll
cool.
we'll have more videos to come. It'll be
Hmm
fun.
hmm And you know what? If you're listening and you've gotten the cards, you're a real estate investor just like us, and um, you have already some points, but there's other secrets that you may not know.
Yeah.
Is that there's ways to actually convert your points to get the best bang for your buck, and
Instead
that
of just 1-for-1 ratio, you
yeah,
don't want to do that. You will
hmm
piss away your points in a
yeah,
moment's instant.
hmm
Like you'll get one flight and that's it.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and your wife will thank you if you don't have one. Your future girlfriend will, and your future wife will
Yeah.
love
If you
it.
don't have one, that's how you'll get one. That's how you'll get one, guys. Like you just need to learn how to transfer your points so that you
Mhm,
stack up millions and millions of points. You save so much.
mhm,
It's cheaper to fly first class
mhm,
than economy,
mhm,
and you're doing it $0 all through
mhm.
points.
A
Don't
good
don't
portion of
waste them.
that. There's another factor when you're finding a wife or a significant other, a husband.
Yep. When
Keep
in
in mind,
doubt, you
pray it
transfer
out.
points. Yeah.
You pray it out. Okay.
All right.
So again, that's just a bit about us, updates, backstory, and
Let's jump into some questions.
yeah, let's
We had a
jump.
couple questions.
Yeah, we had a couple questions.
And we
Um,
got a couple answers.
we do have a
Or we
couple
will
answers.
find out.
Yeah. And then also just want to share really quick, we've invested so much in ourselves, like from the very beginning of
Has it been
masterminds.
has it been too much?
Not
Or
nothing has
just
ever
enough?
put just enough.
Just
Just
enough.
enough.
Or could we have done more? Or should we
we
do more?
we can always do more. That's always the mentality. We can always do more. However, I would say our mentors that has teachers over the years and connections that we've had over the years, whether it's Ed Milet, it's Kent Clothier, it's also Tony Blue. I'm sorry, I'm messing up his name. I apologize. The one that sold Quest, and it's just we've had all these mentors that we've got to experience with, and not only that, we invest in ourselves of like personal development, going deep within trauma, and then on top of that we invest our time and our resources to grow and learn in our space and our personal space. So with that all being said, you guys get that all that knowledge, all that wisdom condensed in what we've learned, and what why we're doing this is to share that with you, and so you can save hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've gone through.
Yes.
Now it does come to say when he asks like, is it necessary to still be, can we do more, or should we be
Investing in
learning,
yourself.
investing and learning in yourself? Yes, especially when it comes to credit like this. It's ever changing, and that's why it's so important for you to be in a community that actually is growing and catching up with the times. You don't want to be behind the times.
Mm-mm.
And so, which is why it's so important to have a community to ever growing and learning.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say thank you. You can put those up. Okay. Show them the credit. because okay, he's just tapping. Just want to say thank you for sending in all your questions, and we're doing our best to answer all of them. We will get to them. And so, yeah, thank you so much. Please keep it coming because this is for you. This is not even for us. I just want to share with you, this is not even for us.
Sure.
We have other things just like you that we're trying to catch up with, and especially we just travel coming back, but we just know how important it is to be able to share our wealth or knowledge to you because we know it can be that thing that just breaks something within
Yeah.
you, like a breakthrough, and we're willing to give you an hour of our time for that. And
I
so,
I also truly believe like one of our biggest um, reasons for success over the years has been investing in ourselves, to be soaking up knowledge like this, to be able to go to mastermind groups and get mentors and do due diligence on it, but like find the right mentors that are
mhm,
going to set you up for success and take the risk. Like invest in yourself, take the risk, surround your time with those individuals,
mhm,
play full out,
mhm,
not one of those things you swipe a card and then you just not show up. It's not a magic pill. It's not going to change your life if you
mhm,
do something
mhm,
like that. But watch the boomerang effect actually come back to you when you get around high level individuals and success is just caught by being in their atmosphere. You
mhm.
know, there's power behind that. We've met some of our best friends. We've made a ton of money being in certain groups. Um, we've had amazing connections. We've even in our group of Credit Council Elite, we've had members get engaged
Which is super cool.
and having babies and all the other things. So
Mhm, mhm.
like I don't know how that works
We're
yet,
fruitful. We're a fruitful group.
and multiplying.
Mhm,
You know what I
mhm.
mean? Anyway, let's get to it. What's the questions?
I love it.
Pop
Okay,
quiz.
first question. What was your financial situation like before you figured this all out?
Broke.
Yes.
Next one.
Uh, So just really quick, yes, we didn't come from a family that knew financial literacy, which most of us like have gone through that.
Most people.
Yeah, most people, and we were working dead end jobs.
I was
Like
working as a busser. I was working as a server.
mhm.
I was
And which is how we met because we were both servers at a Thai restaurant.
yep,
And I was working at one point as also both as a server and as a pizza delivery driver.
yeah.
And so
Asian driver just
I
crushing
was
it.
Tokyo drifting it. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
Or else that pizza's
Um,
on you.
Pizza's on me. And what really shifted us to be able to quit both of our jobs, that's four jobs, that's four streams of income that was coming in, and being able to focus in real estate full time was credit.
hmm
And we share that with you because like without credit it accelerated our real estate portfolio. And why we even created Credit Counsel Elite was because we were getting a lot of traction with our social media. We were getting a lot of traction from like our masterminds groups we're in, and just people that we were networking meeting. They had the same questions about how are we able to do that, which is why we created Credit Counsel Elite, sharing exactly
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think like what I acknowledged first was I hated my jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked like 16-hour days. Um, I had one day off a week, and it wasn't fun. During the holidays, I would be working
Mm-hmm.
and seeing some of my other friends not work, and it's like, or be with their friends and family during holidays, like working Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, didn't like any of that stuff. And at first, I didn't mind because I was a workaholic. Eventually, I got to the point I'm like, this is getting old. It's not fun. It's frustrating. And I realized that I just desperately wanted something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I was tired of paycheck to paycheck or not being able to save up enough. I still
Yeah.
was good with budgeting, but I think it's very critical and crucial to dream bigger and also find something that it's going to be able to get you that financial freedom,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. But then you got to be laser being focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think real estate's going to be your thing, great, But now you got to break down what kind of real estate. There's 30 plus ways to make money in real estate.
Mhm.
So do a little bit of due diligence and research. What does it look like from beginning to end for each one?
Mhm.
And after you understand 20, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes
Mhm.
of each strategy, then pick the strategy that you resonate with, that you feel like you're being called to and drawn into.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, do 6 months of all the books, podcasts, YouTube, find a mentor that's doing that. Like
Mhm.
focus on that strategy and then implement all the things that you're learning. Um, and don't give up too early or too soon. Wherever you have the headaches or the frustration or the pain points or the hurdles, the
Mhm.
stopping point,
Mhm.
like when there's a will, there's a way. Start figuring out, how do I overcome this? If I had to and I had no other choice, how would you do it?
Mhm.
Don't just take no for an answer. Be determined to succeed. When you get to that point, when you get to that frustrating point of like, I could care less. I'm going to do something. I don't care if I fail doing it, but I'm going to do it. Once you get to that point in life, that's where the transformation starts taking place. And you got nothing to lose, you got everything to gain, and you're not willing
Mhm.
to satisfy or like be suffice with quitting. You're just not going to.
Mhm.
So so yeah, I love that piece of it, and that's what worked for us. I hope it works for you.
That's really good. A lot of gold there. Next question. What habits change your life the most?
Hmm.
What habits changed your life the most?
Um. Honestly, I think it's still an ongoing thing, but I still truly believe it. I think working out and focusing on like what you're eating and all that stuff. I don't have it perfect. I'm actually probably one of the worst, but there's so many other people out there
It's getting better.
that can speak from experience. But I truly do believe that what you eat will make like determine how you feel, and if you're sore all the time or if you're not optimizing off your body, like you could be feeling like crap all the time and
Mhm.
drained, and I have in the past. But when you start doing blood work frequently and optimizing off of your nutrition and figure out where your counts are low to increase those,
Mhm.
and become the best version of yourself, and working out and becoming like flexible and not even necessarily strong but just like sturdy, right? And kind of not just tensed up, right? Like I think that is going to be one of the biggest key factors to not let other things distract you.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Do you think by being good with those things, it has helped you with your business?
I think it definitely helps with business. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's awesome. When I think about this question, I think about a couple things, but one thing that stood in my mind is like I have people come up to me and ask me like, "Jen, how are you so happy? How are you so positive?" And I would say
Say it's because you're with me, right?
yes, because I'm
That's
with you.
fine.
Yes, the love of my life. I will also add in there that what I think that's true. What I was also add in there is that guys, I feel like pain too. Like I just choose as a habit already. I just choose to see what is that positive outcome that can be, or what is the like what can I switch it to make it positive?
Mm.
Because look, at the end of the day, one, it's really easy to be negative, but two, it's like if I had to choose between being positive or negative, I'm gonna choose being positive. And it's a like a habit, you don't get it 100% right away. It's over time and increments that it builds up to like where it becomes a natural thing, and not even a habit, it just becomes natural. And so anytime that I think about a scenario, whether it's in business or in life, where okay, well, what can be good that comes out from it? What is the good out from it?
She's very good at being optimistic in the present, and like soaking up and making changes instead of finding the good in all
So
things.
that's what I'm saying. The habit that changed my life the most, and I've had people like come to me from different personality traits that come ask me like, how can I stay happy? Well, let me tell you, you find the good in it, you will stay happy, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just every single time you just train your thought to go to that direction, and
Mm.
it's not gonna be perfect.
Mm.
I've had like where I want to be like darkness Jen, and like I just go in the deep end,
Don't want to see dark
You
Jen.
don't want to see Dark Jen. And I haven't seen her in a while because I'm working through that and I'm ever growing. So
Yeah.
that's something, there's already darkness in this world, okay? I hope that helps. Um, what's actually I know it's gonna help because it changed me. So
Now we know.
just try it out.
Now you know.
What's something people will be surprised to learn about your journey?
I was a convicted felon.
I was gonna think about that for you.
What? You were thinking that for me?
Not like the felony part, but just like your story and
Okay.
even mine.
Well, I was a convicted felon. I say was because we were able to get it removed, not expunged, but totally, went,
Phased out.
yeah, totally removed from the original plea, which was kind of crazy. Again, when there's a will, there's a way. We fought for it and were
Hmm.
able to, what they said was impossible, we were able to get overturned, which is
Hmm.
awesome. Um, but yeah, I was addicted to marijuana in the past. I had an explosion in my apartment making hash oil like a moron. I burnt 40% of my body. I had to learn how to walk again. I had skin peeling off my arms and legs, and I was induced into a coma for a week, went through 3 surgeries.
The
I
pictures were bad.
I used to be pretty good at growing marijuana. I don't know, maybe you didn't know that. Pretty damn good. Um, what else?
I know he's lightening it over. And the thing is, what a God testimony of what God can do in your life. And he needed literally the big explosion to focus on the right path and how he got here today. So it's amazing what God can do and shift. You think you're going down the wrong path. Well,
Yep.
God can fix anything.
Yep.
And it's really cool to see who he is now because of that.
Yeah.
And all of the skill set that he's learned from that has helped, navigating through the real estate world, through the credit world. Um,
Yeah, whatever you're going through, if I can make it, you can make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need to be hung up on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you know somebody that's a total screw up in your section, in your circle, like give them some grace
Mm-hmm.
and pour into them and see what could happen. You never know.
Yes, and lastly, your past does not dictate your future.
Hmm.
You're the author of it. No, you're the director and the author of it. So you can direct it in any direction you want. And if let's just say
You just gotta want it.
yeah, you
You
just gotta
just gotta
want
want
it
it.
and keep moving forward to it. And just remind yourself that you're able to do so.
Hmm.
Um, okay, cool. Now let's get into the
Okay.
Reddit stuff. Okay. Uh, what's the biggest mistake people make with credit? A lot of things.
Yeah, what's the biggest thing?
That comes into mind.
People typically ask, "What's the best credit card?" Uh, and there's no best credit card. There, all types of banks have a similar
Hmm.
product to another bank. They're all
Hmm.
copycatting each other off of about 6 or 7 different types of products. Um, a lot of people think once they have a great FICO score, like an 800 FICO score, they can get approved for anything. The banks will always say yes. That's not correct. Um, what else? People think because they have money in the bank account, they don't need to show tax returns, especially for like a mortgage or something like that. Like, no, that's ignorance as well. Um, what else is common? What else was the question? Sorry.
What's the biggest mistake people make with credit? Any live examples that you can give when they first joined Credit Counsel Elite that they didn't know? There's so many
Oh,
aha moments.
there's also if you have 50% or more high utilization,
Hmm.
a lot of people just naturally cut themselves out and they're like, "Oh, I'm screwed. I can't get anything."
Mm-mm.
Some people are ignorant on the other side of that and saying like, "Oh, I can still get approved for anything." Like they max out their credit cards and then they're like, "Oh, I was able to get all this funding before, but now because my cards are maxed out, obviously I need more funding now." So they assume that, well, I did it once before, it worked then, I should be able to get more now, help cover this debt, move it around, and I'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have too high of utilization, the banks aren't going to lend to you because you're a high risk because you weren't a good steward of the first initial funding.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a red flag to them, and they're going to say no. Um, so that's one piece of it that like you got to have your utilization down. With with the other side of flipping that coin, There's also individuals that have potentially higher utilization, 50, 60%, and they automatically just totally discount themselves and say, "Oh, I'm screwed. I can't do anything." Right? When in reality, when you get creative, we have strategies specifically. Like the best example that I can give, if you have 50% utilization, that means 50% debt,
Mhm.
bad debt, whatever, on credit cards, you still have 50% availability of what you can use. Now you can liquidate that into cash, like turn that into cash, not a cash advance, not a balance transfer, but just get it in cash. And I can teach you how in Credit Counts Elite, and especially at our 0% capital boot camp, that you can get tickets for. Go do that. But also,
Click the link in the bio.
once you get those funds, you can pay off the other 50%. And now you can just move the debt around, allowing your score to go up, allowing yourself to be presentable and
Hmm.
approvable by the banks to get that funding again. So there's a lot to it. There's a bunch of myths, a bunch of misconceptions. There's a bunch of problems that when you are uneducated, when you don't know the 45 different metrics, the rules to the game, then of
Hmm.
course you're just winging it, and that's why people are getting denied. That's why, you know, you're that's why, like, our average for our members are 370,000. We've had members hit 1 million in funding.
It's
We
wild.
just had somebody messaged me the other day and said, "Hey man, I don't know if you remember me or not. I was a member with you guys a year and a half ago. Today I have over 3 million in funding, all from what you guys have taught me, and I'm super grateful. And now I'm helping out other people. Like, how cool is that?
Super cool.
3 million in funding just a year and a half later.
Wow.
There's power behind this stuff when you learn the rules to the game and you know how to implement it
Hmm.
properly versus some Joe Schmo out there trying to do it for you and charging you an arm and a leg afterwards. Can you imagine if they got you 150,000, which they won't, because nobody cares about your future, your finances, more than you,
Hmm.
right? Nobody's gonna care about that stuff more than you. So they're gonna get you the minimum. But let's just say they get you 150,000.
Hmm.
Most places are charging out there when they do it for you 10, 15, 20% or more. I've seen 30%. But let's just say it's 10%. That's $15,000 that you have to pay now out of pocket from these credit cards. So now you owe 150,000, but you only have 135,000. Let's pray it's all 0%, but what are you going to do with it? You're already in the negatives and you don't know how to get the and like get more. Plus now
Hmm.
you have to go because your score just dropped down a bunch. Now you have to pay another company to learn how to remove hard inquiries for you.
Hmm.
It's a mess if you don't know the rules to the game to be able to get real limits, real high limits, two, three, four, $500,000 plus,
Hmm.
and learn how to fix your own and learn how to position yourself. All these things you can do every 6 months per person. So you
Super
don't want
cool.
to sleep on any of that at the end of the day.
Yeah. And what's really cool, I'll add in there for the 0% capital boot camp is that going over like the 45 factors and how what the banks are truly looking for. This is not something that you can look up chat GPT.
Yeah.
This is something that
Teaching
has
it tomorrow.
that has been accumulated over time and also taking data from our
Yeah.
members
4,000
from
members we've helped
yeah,
out since
from members
2017.
from our own and from our personal what is it, our personal bank relationship managers. So
Yeah.
this is like the behind the scenes that you're not going to get, and
Yep.
so I want to share that with you. Plus you get templates and scripts. um we're giving you just everything, all the
We got the
information.
MVP tool we're gonna release tomorrow, which
Oh really? Oh my gosh, it's so sexy,
it's AI
guys.
generated. It's gonna change the game.
Yeah,
You're gonna like somebody's gonna crap their pants.
I really pray that no one gets crap in their pants,
But
but
if it
it's
happens, it
fine.
happens. We got the
um
Kleenex on
yes,
standby.
stop.
You're gonna love it.
Stop. Anyways, so the 0% Capital Boot Camp has all of that and the scripts and just all these resources and tools for you. And so it starts again tomorrow. And why we're so passionate about it, guys, because we're living and breathing it. And so is our 4,000 um, members that we got to help,
Yeah.
which is super cool.
All right, let's do one or maybe two more, and then let's call it a day ski.
Really?
Yes.
What's the difference between, okay.
What's the difference between me and you?
um, I like this question. What's the difference between how wealthy people use credit versus everyone else?
What's the difference between how wealthy?
Wealthy people use credit versus everyone else.
Yeah. there's a difference between good debt and bad debt.
Mhm.
Wealthy people leverage
Mhm.
good debt, and they're all about leverage, and they do it with big banks, and they write off everything, so therefore they don't pay taxes,
Mhm. Mhm.
legally, morally, ethically.
Mhm.
And what poor people or even middle class don't realize is that they buy fancy, stupid things, and they make their lifestyle expensive, and they don't write off everything, and they take out bad debt.
Mhm.
And so it's more responsibility, it's more liability, it's more issues, it's more frustration, it's more pain, and um, and it costs more doing all of that. So when you learn exactly, this is the best way to sum it up. When you learn exactly step by step what the banks are doing to us, then all you need to do is understand that, number one. Then number two, how do I do that? How do I do exactly what the banks have been doing to us for a very long time? How do I flip that piece of it?
Mhm.
So we give all of our money to the banks.
Mhm.
That's where we pay our bills from, right? You don't have
Mhm.
money in the like in the floorboards or underneath your pillow or mattress or in your safe. Like you keep all your money in the banks, and then afterwards, those banks lend it back out to us. How much money did you make with your money in the banks last year? Nothing. You know, 0.00 nothing percent, right? So we're giving all of our money to the banks at 0%.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, they lend it back out to us tenfold for the
Mhm.
personal loans, auto loans, mortgages, student loans, retail cards, like the business loans, etc. You see where I'm going? So
Mhm.
tenfold they're doing that. They actually average anywhere from 500 to
Mhm.
3,000%
Crazy.
off of that money.
Mhm.
So it's just like, cool, let's get creative and figure out how to flip the script. Because when you put all your money in with the banks and then you try going in, ask me how I know, like go in and ask for $20,000 withdrawal, it's going to be the biggest ordeal in the world. They're going to say, whoa, 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 do you have an appointment for this? It's
For
like,
my
what?
own money?
Like I didn't need an appointment when I came in and dropped off $100,000. You didn't ask any questions then, but now I'm just trying to take out like a small percentage of it, a small fraction of it, and now I can't get access. It's like it's crazy. They'll give you 5,000 max. So test that out and see.
Let us
It's
know.
it's like it's very frustrating, and it's because they're lending out all this money. And if everybody comes in at once asking for 20, 30, 50, 100,000
Mhm.
or withdrawing their money, then they will go under really quick, right?
Mhm.
They can't do it because they're putting the money to work so much. Anyway, one more, last one.
Last one. Who is, because we kept on sharing, but that makes sense with this question. Who is the 3-day challenge 0% capital boot camp for?
Yeah, it's for a couple different people. If you have been working a day job or night job, if you're working a W-2 and you absolutely hate it and you want something else, come. It's for you. If you love your job and you're like, hey, this job is amazing, but the financial piece to it isn't necessarily enough, or you're just to a position that you're smart enough to realize, like, I cannot rely on my boss for my paycheck or my retirement or my family's
Mhm.
future.
Mhm.
Like, if it's meant to be, it's up to me.
Mhm.
I can't rely on some other guy to be able to cover me and my future and my family, no matter what they say.
Mhm.
We hope for it, we pray for it, but we're going to have an insurance policy, a little backup plan just in case. Then this is for you. Now, I recommend that everybody gets at least 3 or 4 properties per person. I think that will change the trajectory. If you own that for 30 years, get cash flow, tax benefits, appreciation, pay it off over time, have tenants do that. It will change your world. Every single human being should have that. But regardless, you're going to want to diversify. Now, if you're a business owner currently and you want to grow and scale it to the next level and you're tired of missing out on opportunities, this is for you.
Mhm.
If you want to start a business and you have all these ideas, but you just need help getting started and you are smart enough to realize you need capital, you need funds to get started, then this is for you. If you're a power couple and
Mhm.
you are looking to start generational wealth for your kids, for your future, your family. This is for you. And lastly, if you've been borrowing money from Uncle John, Thanksgiving super awkward, or the whole family's hating on you right now because you borrowed money from Nana's retirement and you're losing sleep at night, like it's not worth it, dude. It's not
Mhm.
worth it. We can show you how to sleep like a baby by not using OPM, other people's money, but use OBM, that's other banks' money. Just simply flipping the script on these banks. When you do that properly, you'll sleep like a baby because we're going to teach you how to fix credit too. We're
Mhm.
going to teach you how to get massive amounts of it, up to 500,000
Yep.
every 6 months per person. Rates as low as 0%. It's like the list goes on and on and on and on and on with all the benefits. So you got nothing to lose, so much to gain. And at the end of the day, we give a guarantee behind it.
Mhm.
The ticket prices are 27 bucks to 147.
We made it so affordable.
It's 3 full days. You get the replays. You get to ask me anything. I guarantee you, I will blow you away with the knowledge you're going to soak up, with the gifts that we give you. That if you're not blown away with at least 10 times that, at least 10 times, I'm talking thousands of dollars, then I 100% beg you to come to me and say, Brandon, I didn't get my ROI, the guarantee, and I'll give you the money back. I'll give you your 27 bucks. I'll give you your 147 plus some because that's how much I stand behind that we are going to blow you away with this. And we've had members and people that just even show up to this event get such an ROI. We've had people remove negative things over the weekend because we're going to teach you how to fix credit. We're going to teach you how to boost your score up to the 800 club in 30 days or
Mhm.
less,
Mhm.
guaranteed. We're going to teach you the bank rules. We're going to teach you how to liquidate cards into cash. We're going to teach you investment opportunities. I mean, the list goes on. This is going to change your world if you give it the opportunity that it deserves.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is you got to show up and you got to show up with like the just the seriousness. Like some people show up and with their camera off or like sleeping or like laying in bed. It's like don't be a friggin' loser. Like show up like you're about to like make $1 million.
Mhm.
Like you're about to meet your next business partner that's going to grant you 10 million.
Yeah.
Like don't be a loser.
Yeah.
Show up and really be determined and be just proactive with this stuff because if you treat it with the respect that it deserves, you could literally walk away within the next 30 days on your own, crushing it with such a small investment of just your time
Mm.
and 27 bucks or 147 bucks. Like, what do you got to lose? You've tried everything else. It didn't work other places. It didn't work on your own.
Mhm.
You wasted a ton of money. You wasted a bunch of time.
Mhm.
Don't sleep on this. I promise you, it could change your life.
Like it did to ours, and there's so much to gain.
Mm-hmm.
So much to gain.
Yep.
And so, yeah, we love you, which is why we are really passionate about sharing this with you. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, the 0% Capital Boot Camp, it's in our link in our bios. I know we're doing a lot of lives everywhere, but you can go to any of us on Credit Counseling. It'll be the link in the bio,
Yep.
also on Facebook. And yeah, we are here for you. Keep your questions coming. And there is a hopeful future ahead,
That's right.
and that includes credit.
And that's right. All right, guys. Love you all so much. Have a blessed day.